Okay, this is Rani Ahmed with you. This is lesson 8 in TKTCL control flow for each loops. And for each is a command that's used to loop over and repeat a number of TCL commands, okay, for a number of times, of course. And it's usually used on lists and associative arrays. For each has an important difference with respect to the for loop command is that you don't need to know the length of the list and the length of the associative array, so you don't need to know how many times you should loop over over your list or your associative array. Now, our program shall take a list of names. So this is my list and the list, and you've got those names: Rani, Muhammad, Samir, Zian, and Salim. Now, to use the for each, we say for each item, which will take the current value at every step in the loop. So and take the list that you want to talk about. Okay, that's here regarding starting a list. Okay. Now I'm gonna run it. So first time it's Book of Rani, and I said in my code that if this item, if the current item is not Samir, always print the book of item. Okay, so the book of which name? Okay, whose book is that? So first name C, and I skipped. So it skipped for me Samir and a book of Salim. Okay, now because of the keep_rest command that's built here, okay, if you write this code, okay, all the way this part, this highlighted part, if you just write it, okay, you will feel that that there is a keep_rest without giving any output. Now so every time, okay, I take an item, which is, first of all, for example, the first time is Rani, the second time is Muhammad, next time is Samir, next time is Sinsian, Salim, blah blah blah, until the end of your list. Okay, of course here it's with Salim, yes, but I'm just saying if you have more. This time, okay, every time it will go through item, the variable item will take the next value or the next element in the list. Okay, so this is how for each works. Now my code stops at this point, which is just printing out the book of. Now this is because I'm just explaining to you how to use the for each command in a loop, in a list. Okay, with a list. So I'm gonna skip the exit so I can proceed with how to use it with associative arrays. And if I have an array which is named the ownership, okay, and who has what, okay, so for example, dad has a car, mom has a house, Rani has an office, Ziad has a PhD, and Imad has a vacation. Okay, so those like, this is my family, of course. Okay, so everyone has something. So how I should reach everyone in that list? I use for each, okay, and the array names ownership, okay, the array names of ownership. So I take the array ownership and take the names of it. Okay, so it should give me the list of names, which is dad, mom, Rani, Ziad, and Imad. And every time in this list I take it as an index, because the names will be, or the names are, of course, the indices of this array. because if I want to refer to to PhD, I must use Ziyad as the index. Now this is how I'm gonna write every time the value inside this array. So uh, at this index or this name, I'll get for this for this index this value, okay, which is dollar ownership dollar index. Okay, if you skip this and write it as such without the dollar, it means it will be index the word ownership and dollar index. We'll see that. So again, running it again. So I'm gonna go through the list example. Now we started with the arrays. Okay, so Ziyad has a PhD, the mom has a house. Okay, so every time it's like this. Okay, now if I skip the dollar and just put it like this, let's say I want to show the dollar in the output, so repeating my clear screen and repeating my code. Okay, now this is the list. See, every time it will take ownership of ownership of ownership of. Okay, but there's nothing replaced, so but with the dollar ownership. So this should clear to you what's the dollar ownership and the parentheses of dollar index. Okay, so if I want to get the value at that index, you should use this syntax. Again, this is the list and this is starting, see, the array. So this is how the for each works. Okay, it's very easy and very nice to use. Okay, and thanks for watching.